Hello and welcome to another Bitesize CFO. I'm Phil Knowles, founder and fractional CFO at Apini Consulting, your go-to provider of fractional CFO services. And today I'm going to talk about the difference between profit and cash. And it's a question that a lot of business owners ask on a regular basis. I'm profitable, but I'm running out of cash. And it's sometimes difficult to understand why that can be. And the way I like to look at this, to set this out, is to basically take, much as a cash flow statement in your statutory accounts might do, take profit and look at the different things that affect that profit number to get you down to cash. And there's a few key things here that affect your cash position versus your profit that can have a big impact, especially if your cash position or your margins are very tight. So the first thing to look at is your operational factors. And the big one here is probably your debtors balance. And if your debtors balance is going up quicker than your revenue is, that means your customers are taking longer to pay you. And if your customers are taking longer to pay you, you're generating the profits without receiving the cash straight away. So if that's a key issue for you, you need to look at how you can get customer cash in quicker to improve your cash position. The second area on the flip side is your creditors, the suppliers that you have, the payments that you make to your suppliers. And much like the debtors balance, if your creditors balance is coming down while your spending's going up, that means you're paying your creditors quicker. If you have reduced payment terms, for example, then you're paying money out more quickly, and that's reducing your cash balance. So when you're looking at your suppliers, maybe look at getting better credit terms with some of those suppliers, especially the ones with the bigger balances there. If you've had good relationships with them, you may be able to negotiate something. And if you're starting out with new relationships, look to get some good favourable credit terms in early doors. On a similar vein, prepayments, if you're paying for stuff up front, for example, insurance or rent, you might be paying in advance. If you can spread that out over the year, that will help your cash flow. So you might find that you've paid money out, you're spreading that from a profit point of view, from a cost point of view, but from a cash point of view, it's going out up front. So that's going to negatively impact your cash versus your profit. And the third area operationally is your stock. So if you're building up stock, you're building up work in progress, that means you're tying cash up within the business, within the balance sheet, that's not improving your profit at that point in time. So maybe look at areas where you can reduce your stock, that you can manage your stock more effectively. Or if you are a service business with work in progress, can you build some of that work in progress earlier and get the cash coming in quicker into your business? The second area is investment. And here I'm looking at investment primarily into fixed assets. That could be tangible fixed assets, so physical things like plant and equipment, computers, vehicles, whatever it is that your business needs to operate. Or it could be intangibles. It could be developing something. It could be developing software. It could be developing other intangible assets. So if you're spending money that's going onto the balance sheet, that's not affecting profit, but that is affecting your cash. Obviously, if you've got to make those investments, then there's not a huge amount you can do there. But as with any investment, it's about getting the costings right. It's getting the timing right. And making sure that you're getting the maximum value out of those investments. And on the flip side, if you previously invested and you're now depreciating that, your profit will be lower than your cash. That depreciation isn't cash, so that can have an opposite effect on your cash balance versus your profit. And finally, financing can have an effect on your profit versus your cash. And here it's primarily if you're paying off debt, you may find, if you're paying off capital on debt, you may find that your cash is going down and that's not affecting your profit. So if that's the case, that's great. If you are able to do that, if you're able to reduce your capital exposure, that means you're reducing your interest rate, your interest amount. and that's a big benefit to you longer term. But that does impact your cash, and if cash is tight, then you may want to look at renegotiating your debt so that you're maybe not paying off capital and you're on some sort of revolving facility, or maybe taking out additional debt to replace the debt that you're repaying. So there's a lot of reasons why profit and cash will not be the same, and quite often you'll find that profit is higher than cash as you're developing your business. So the important thing is to be able to manage that, to be able to understand that. Profit is important, but as they say, cash is king. So you really need to focus on that to make sure that even if you're profitable, you're not going to run out of cash. That's why it's important to have robust cash flows, financial models, and financial information to tell you where you are. If you need any help with that, if you're struggling to understand why your cash isn't where it should be, or you just want to plan your business moving forward to make sure that you don't trip up here at all, give me a call. As a fractional CFO, I can help guide you on that journey and give you the information that you need and the systems and the processes in your business that can help you do that. So reach out through LinkedIn, through my website, through my email, or give me a call and see if we can help. Thank you very much. I hope that was useful and insightful. Look out for more Bitesize CFOs, and I hope to speak to you soon.